Sometimes what we call a solution becomes the root of an even greater problem. This is the story of a heron who learned, too late, that not every shortcut leads to safety. Beside the calm waters of Lake Madeira lived a graceful heron named Soma and his gentle mate Lyra. Their nest stood high upon an old willow tree, swaying gently over the blue ripples. One bright morning, Lyra laid 3 shining eggs, their first clutch. The couple's hearts overflowed with joy and hope. Every day they watched over the nest, dreaming of the tiny wings that would soon fill their sky. But one afternoon, as the sun dipped low, Soma and Lyra returned from the lake, and their world fell silent. The nest was empty. The eggs were gone. Lyra trembled, her feathers ruffled by grief. "Who could have done this?" she cried softly. Soma searched the ground below, but all he found were faint, slithering marks on the sand, a snake's trail. They rebuilt their nest higher and safer, determined not to give up. Weeks later, Lyra laid new eggs. This time, Soma stayed nearby. But the cunning snake came again, sliding through the bark, swift as a shadow, and devoured the eggs before Soma could return. The couple's cries echoed through the forest that night. Heartbroken and desperate, Soma flew to his old friend Tanu, the wise tortoise who lived at the edge of the lake. "The snake won't stop," Soma said. "We'll lose everything if I don't act." Tanu thought for a long time. Then he whispered, "There's a mongoose that lives near the banyan roots. He fears snakes more than anything. Maybe he could help you." Hope flickered in Soma's eyes. The next morning, he carried out a plan. He dropped small fish one by one, forming a trail from the mongoose's burrow all the way to the willow tree. Then he called out loudly near the snake's hole, pretending to talk to Lyra. "Our new eggs are safe today. Nothing can harm them." Hidden in the grass, the snake heard and began to slither toward the tree. At the same time, the mongoose caught the scent of fish and followed the trail. The two enemies met beneath the nest, and an angry fight broke out. Dust, feathers, and scales flew in all directions until finally, the mongoose killed the snake. From above, Soma and Lyra sighed in relief. Their nightmare was over, or so they thought. The next morning, Soma flew off to fish again, trusting that peace had returned. But when he returned, his heart froze. The mongoose was climbing down from the willow. He rushed to the nest and saw nothing but broken shells. Their precious eggs were gone once more. Soma fell silent. Lyra wept. He whispered, "In my rush to end our suffering, I invited a greater danger." That evening, they sat quietly beneath the setting sun, their reflections trembling on the lake's surface. They had lost their young, not once, but 3 times, all because they sought a quick and careless fix instead of patient wisdom. In life, many try to escape one problem by rushing into another. But sometimes the easiest path hides the greatest trap. Think before you act, because every choice carries a consequence.